Sylvs and Eliana.
Yeah, I mean, to these two players' credit, we haven't seen very much of them yet. It's been a lot of Genova, lots of beef jerky, but Sin and Zeern only really broke in the main top 8 last week, and they're showing some consistency here, doing it again.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces in this top 8. It's always nice to see. All right, I actually play against Synthesis a lot. We meet on casuals quite often, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they can do against a player of the similar level. Yeah, you know, just a rough DI. Good coverage with the FF smash though. That was a smart smash. Okay.
We got the juggles. Yeah, we were talking about earlier a bit that angle flipper on that move is terrifying.
They almost killed with Steam. I would have screamed. I scream, you scream, I scream for Ellie Steam. Alright, that was terrible, I'm sorry. Okay, I like the idea, is to maybe bait out a parry using the up B and, you know, they were like the perfect percent to get launched, and doesn't end up working.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going super high right here.
Yeah. And you get another, this time it purples, so, you know, Zeern is not his fault here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, the big brain read. I wonder.
Honestly, that entire setup was kind of godlike, honestly.
Yeah, and like it paid off big time. That was a really good game one from Synthesis.
I think Synthesis covered like almost every single weird option that Sylvanas could go for there, and even if Sylvanas successfully avoided all that, they would have been completely safe, and Sylvanas still would have had to like eventually burrow.
Yeah, that's. Elli has a lot of really weird, like, in my opinion, pretty difficult ledge traps she can do against Sylvanas to shut him down, but when you do them right, they are incredibly painful for Sylv to deal with. His options are just too slow to, like, avoid Steam.
Cause, like, Elli's one of the few characters I think can't, like, really get much off of just spacing correctly versus Sylvanas when they burrow onto the wall, and they, you know, don't have their bite. But so you have to do some funky stuff to cover everything, and it may not lead to like the biggest rewards all the time, but it's always super smart to see. You always love to see it.
That was definitely unique one. My usual go-to is Steam at ledge, and then mine at a max burrow length, or like around max burrow length. But that one, yeah, I mean the reward for that one was just stupid high, even if it was a bit riskier.
Yeah. Alright, so Fire Castle.
Subbing with Prime. Kinda poggies.
Let's go. Go subs. Alright.
Let's go Matthew, New Mexico.
Okay, gets the double bite.
But yeah. Right out the gate, this stage pick. I think this is a really smart stage pick from Zeern. I think this is a good heavyweight stage, Elli included. But out of the heavies, it's probably the least good for like Elli and SK.
Yeah.
So I still think, and we're obviously seeing Zeern do a phenomenal job on this stage. Almost gets the kill right there, just a little bit late.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say I don't particularly like bringing Eliana to the stage too often. And like I'm a similar ground control character like Sylvanas is. But you know, Zeern's making it work. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like just the random like down B from Sylvanas, like the random howl. It's just a vibe check. You gotta be so careful. You gotta be paying attention.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's really rough. You try to get greedy with your parry punish. You got parry result.
That's always like honestly the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, Zeern might be. Yeah, Zeern's dead. Good salt
Classic.
That's rough. That was like 70% on like the second heaviest character in the game.
If I remember correctly, there's like a few frames gap where you can act after the mine when they up tilt. I think I remember hearing something about that. I think Soul Rifle was yelling at me about how to deal with that exact situation, and I still don't know how.
I've certainly never seen it happen.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. Oh, and runs right into the funny log.
Yeah. Zeern's been hitting Sin with the proper vibe checks.
Yeah. Ooh, I honestly, what I like is that Synthesis is using ground steam here, which I normally would criticize, but Sylvanas sliding parry is bad, so a lot of Sylvs are going to struggle to do it, and Zeern hasn't dealt with it so far.
Yeah.
So if Sylv has to approach mostly from the
Gets
ground.
the double big missile. Is there like an official name, like the big missile or?
Big missile? I don't think so. No.
Alright, we need to give him. Someone needs to like give like the big missile a name.
There might be, and I'm just not aware of it.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll have to ask Elli for it later.
Yeah, I play this game a lot, but I'm not aware of all the jargon yet. So.
I honestly, I think your life is better off for that. Knowing some of the jargon I know.
I've come up with some pretty cursed jargon myself for this game.
The Obama. Someone in chat saying that's the Obama foreign policy combo.
The Obama foreign policy.
Oh,
the
nice.
OFP.
That's so good.
Alright, let's see what Zeern can do here. I would have liked to see he had the right idea by biting, but he just didn't have the correct spacing for it. I feel like he could have reacted to that, but it doesn't matter. He gets the kill with another up smash. Yeah, Sin really likes short hopping. Like obviously Eliana wants to be in the air, but like when you're like a certain distance away from your opponent, you really gotta watch out when you jump. You're just gonna get caught by something. Okay, all right.
Yeah, especially with the
moonwalk into back air and he gets hit for it.
Yeah.
That was all. Honestly, the idea was super smart. I saw like a picture perfect moonwalk into like a really nicely spaced back air pin, and Sty wasn't paying attention to the synthesis, and they just exploded them.
I guess so. Alright, Game 3. This is honestly, maybe it's just my own personal bias for the stage I like for Sylv, but I find this counterpick really funky.
I imagine so, because like, I feel like at some levels, a lot of Sylvs could probably have Sylvs are probably going to have a lot of trouble. Especially if you have someone who can competently move around the 3 platforms. I feel like that could really.
I don't know. I just like the stage for both these characters. So I guess. Oh, this is the salt mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not like the end of the world, but when you're behind, it's super unfortunate.
Yeah, cause like I said, like the stuff I said earlier about using the 3 platforms is magnified when you don't have when you're down and your opponent has a lead. You have to do so much to just get any sort of hit on them.
Yeah.
And stay safe. Okay.
I'm just gonna mash up the out of hit stun right there.
Sometimes you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't purple. I mean, I know Sylvanas is a thick boy, but like. Alright, I really like whenever Zeern howls, it's always right when Sin wants to continue an advantage state. It's rare that like Zeern will just like retreat to a platform and just howl for no reason.
Yeah.
They're really thinking it out. I'm really impressed by it.
Yeah, I mean that's super important. Obviously, it's an exploitable move if you don't use it effectively.
Yeah.
Hard to say if Synthesis would exploit it, but better safe than sorry for the most part.
Oh, gets the bad DI on the tip of prayer. Sometimes you get hit by that move and you just gotta leave.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
These stickies from Synthesis are absolutely insane. He just does it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
They'll just randomly, you'll be like playing in neutral and then somehow Synthesis just gets on top of you and gets mine and then retreats and you're like, oh my god, I'm going to die when I get hit by a missile.
I think that's really smart though, because like, a lot of the time if you're struggling to force situation, you really want that mine to like help yourself win neutral. Like obviously if you can win neutral without mine, that is still super important, but
yeah.
It's such an amazingly strong tool for Elli. Knowing how to get it on safely like that is important.
I really like that string that someone's going for there. I'm almost kind of disappointed that Zeern didn't like DI towards the platform like a lot of people would do, so we can see what Sin could do with the continued advantage state. But it was smart from Zeern to DI straight away to get off that platform and hopefully find a way to get back to neutral.
Yeah, I'm gonna be way high right here.
Oh, I like the use of angling it down to make it shorter, even though you like waited. Not gonna kill.
So,
Yeah.
back air. I was gonna say Zeern really trying to wall out with those back airs, and finally getting
Sylvanas back air has more knockback than Edless Hammer. Something I learned.
Yeah, huh.
It has one, like, I think the Edless Hammer has like a knockback value like 15 or something like that, and Sylvanas' bear is like, I'm not sure. I got told numbers and I was like, all right, I guess these are the numbers.
You know what? That's completely understandable. All right, game 4 on Hideout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was just thinking, since this is a counter pick.
This is I was playing as Charcoal Lion the other day, and oh my god, this is a sleeper like Sylvanas stage.
I can see that. Yeah, I don't see a lot of Sylvs pick this stage, and I know a lot of Sylvs are like kind of iffy on it, but I don't know. I think it's definitely possible to make it like a super strong. I agree.
It's kind of a counter. You kind of have to play an entirely different playstyle to make it work, but that playstyle is super like powerful if you know what you're doing, because it's incredibly hard for people to get down when, like, if Sylvanas has you like on an edge guard and they force you to use your resources and then makes you go high up into the sky, you're not getting down for a really long time, and they're just gonna up air you over and over.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
This platform layout just like facilitates that. That's something that like I feel like a lot of people don't take into account when they do counter picks, and that's like platform layout.
Yeah. I don't know, I think honestly platform layout's one of my main things, but I can definitely see not everyone prioritizing it the same way.
Yeah, I have a tendency to only focus on platform layout. I don't really care if like a stage has like small sides or small top or a small bottom or like a large one. It's just all I care about is what do the platforms do.
That's understandable, yeah. I do think, I mean, Elli still has Steam
Good coverage.
Wow.
Man, that was... So this kind of ran away with that one, and we didn't have a lot of time to actually commentate that match.
Seriously, yeah, like by the time we were done talking about stages.